guys and girls. So we're going to take our first attempt at passing the guard here, and in our very first lesson, the trap and roll or UPA escape, we escaped the mounted position and we wound up between our partner's legs. So now let's talk about how we're going to pass that guard. So I've just come out of the trap and roll escape. Whether it's street or whether it's sparring or tournament, I want to do something to control his hips, right? So right now we're going to talk about, actual self-defense, street. So I'm going to be here, I'm going to clamp down on the opponent's hips with my elbows, my hands are in tight on his rib cage, on his chest. I'm going to use my head on his midline, and everything here is controlling his hips. So if he's trying to get away from me, I can control them and hold on, all right? Now at the white belt level of in-class sparring, this is going to happen a lot as well. So not only is it street effective, but you're going to get to use it in sparring as well. So also from here, guys, I'm not real worried about punching, all right? He doesn't have a good angle to punch. It's going to hit the top of my head. So even if he's punching me, I'm not really going to worry about it. My main focus, control. Whether it's a street fight or in the sparring, control their hips, control their hips. Now, once they settle down a little bit, this is my time to act. The way I'm looking, the face I'm direction. Hand's going to come, I'm going to drop his knee, push it to the floor, and I'm going to slide my knee over his knee. Notice I keep my toes behind, so I don't bring this out. I'm leaving the toes behind and they're hooked on his thigh. So knee over, toes behind. My head is still tight. Elbow over here is still tight. I'm still hugging on his body. My knee is open for base. I don't want it in here real tight. My knee is open for base. Once I pass this over, my hand is going to come and I'm going to hug his neck, referred to as a cross face or a neck hug. I'm going to hug his neck, and as I do that, my head will now switch to the other side. Here. My hand is going to be out for base, and I'm going to switch the angle so you can see this in a second. My hand is out for base. My other knee slides through the middle. Both hooks come out. Both hooks go in, and I'm back to our mount control lesson. One more time from this angle, then I'll switch to the other side for you. So we came out of the trap and roll escape, right? We're here, we clamp down tight on his hips, elbows in tight, hands on the rib cage, head in tight. As they try to struggle and get away, just hold on for the ride a little bit here. Once they relax, now is your time to spring into action. I'm going to push the knee down right to the mat, and I'm going to slide my knee over. The toes stay behind. Notice this knee is out for base. It's not in tight, it's a wide base. I'm going to come for a neck hug, or referred to as a cross face a lot of times. As I hug his neck, my head will also rotate to the other side of his body. I'm going to stretch out my other arm for base so that he can't roll me or push me. Now my knee slides through the middle, both hooks coming out, sliding the hooks in, prayer feet, right? Chest low. Let's reverse the angle here. Starting inside the guard, clamp those hips. Don't let them get away from you, all right? Now, I'm going to work to this side. So my face is turned that way. I push the knee down. I slide the knee through. The hooks stay behind. My knee is open wide. I get the head control. Now you see how my head swivels to this side. My hand is way out here for base. All right? He can't drive me this direction. Now my knee slides through the middle. As soon as it comes through, both hooks release. Right around, prayer feet, low chest, big hands. One more time from that direction. I'm clamped onto his hips. All right, control first. Once they settle, I'm going to work from this direction. So my head is this way. Push the knee down, slide the knee over. The hook stays behind. Neck hug, cross face, hand out for base. Now do not step over the leg. Okay, if he catches that leg, he's going to roll you off. He's going to block you. We want to slide through. Both hooks out, both hooks in, and we're back to the mount control lesson. Okay, nice, easy guard pass, not only for a street fight scenario, but also for a beginner level jiu-jitsu sparring match at the white belt level there. A lot of times the white belts are going to have their legs open. So you can use it in either case, either scenario. And now, practice that. The next lesson, we're going to tie these first 8 lessons together, and that way you can see how they all come into play.